good evening. It depends on the location you are now on global world. So I tried to follow different media and the different analysis about what will happen after the agreement between the Rwanda and the Congo in the United States of America. So I just want to give my overview. I think the agreements have a lot of changes to be implemented, and it is an agreement that can bring changes on African soil. So that is why I want to compare different overviews of politicians or other associations around the world, different talks, and the two compare and confront the two blocks. It seems there is a block one, which is not okay with the agreement between the Rwanda and the DRC. With such like motives, now Rwanda will have the right to go in Congo and to impose his political or economical systems. So, and they say also by introducing another view of trying to define that it is maybe a win of the Nilotic people against the Bantu people. What sometimes I don't like even to talk, because what we need now in Africa is not to focus on division, which has caused many problems starting the independence up to today. And if you look in deep the problems, the conflicts in Africa, you will find that they are focused on that view, that eating, to say that ideology of supremacy of some group, ethnic group, to another group, and they divide Africa in two groups. Those called Nilotics and those called Bantu. I would like to give clarification as an expert in the matter of religious institutions. We have to know, according to the Bible, the people who are occupy today the world is coming from three sons of Noah: the Japhetics, the Semites, and the Hamites. They are the three children that gave and occupy the world we have today. So all those people, they are the sons of one man called Noah. So that is why when we want to politicize the situation of Africa, so based to the ethnic, I think we are going wrong. As all the people who are around the people we have a semi-father called Noah. And what happened after, from Noah to Abraham, because God had acting differently according to how the human being he created obey or disobey his commandment or the order. Because the human being depending to God, because God is the creator of the human beings and is the manager of those people. So if we try to understand well what the Bible tells us, from there we are seeing that all the people around the world, we are coming from one Father, maybe with the different wives, but from Noah to Abraham, from Abraham we get two sons. We get Ishmael, and we get the other son, Isaac. So we get two sons. So there are the sons of Esau. If you read well the Bible, you will see the land they occupied. But the son of Isaac, we get also from Isaac, we get two sons from Isaac. We get Jacob and we get Esau. Those are the sons also that come from Jacob. From Abraham we get Isaac, we get Ishmael. From Jacob we get from Isaac we get Jacob and Esau. And all those people have many sons from many wives and occupied the world. If you read well the Bible, you will see the places they occupied. I don't want to go in details. So, from Jacob, who is called also Israel, we get 12 sons from different wives. Rebecca, we get from Rachel, we get from also the slaves woman. If I turn back, you will remember also Abraham get many concubines, and they get a lot of children. But they change when we talk about Jacob, because God went and choosing one family, from one family to another family. So when we arrived at the stage of Jacob and Esau, the Bible says that God chose Jacob, who became later Israel. And Israel are composed by 12 tribes. And in those 12 tribes, God gives each tribe a responsibility. So I don't want to go in the Bible chapter and verse, but I think those stories is common to anybody in any religious. When we talk about Abrahamist religions, when we talk Abrahamist religions, we talk about the Jewish religions, we talk about Christian religion, we talk about Islam. religions. Those are the main people that come in the womb of Sarah. And and some concubines. So that is why all those people, God went and chose a line, a descendant. So if God did that, it was according to the behavior of the people. And you know why Jacob was chosen against Esau. They say Esau sold his firstborn, right? So, if we go, we will see the Israelites that went from the place they was living. I think it is the eastern location, the Middle Eastern Asia, and came in Africa, in Egypt. When they stayed there 4 generations, and in those 4 generations, they get children, they get wives from African already who was occupied the African soil. So, from those 12 tribes of Israel, we don't know who and what number of tribes that occupied Africa come from those children. So, when we go from Abraham to Moses take back the people of Israel, what we call it's a chosen people by God, take back them in Eastern and in Middle East Asia, when they chase already many tribes and many people who are there. This is the history happened maybe before 2,000 years. So, from Moses to Jesus Christ, people growing, some in North, others in Africa, others in Western, others in Eastern. Everywhere those people spread in everywhere in the world. So let us focus on what happened now. From Jesus to nowadays, we have many peoples in the world. But when we say in deep, what I can declare, white, black, I don't know, green, I don't know which colors, what we can say, we are brothers from one father. So what I would like to say is that I am recording. Sorry for all the disturbance that I get my guest. So, okay, what I say from there, between the 2000, we are talking of the responsibility which has been given to each tribe in those 12 children of Israel. We get one tribe, the Jewish, they get the promise of to be the kingdom eternally over all the people of Israel. It is a promise that they get over all the descendants of Israel. Because in that time, God chose Israelites to lead, to be example, that other nations may look at on the nation of Israel and understand how God works and how God communicates to the human beings they have created. It means that the Israelites get the mission to teach the whole world about God. They get that mission. They get the commandment, the laws. They must communicate to the people, to all nations. Even if in the time of Jesus, he chose 12 apostles, and those 12 apostles was coming from the 12 sons of Israel. So they get that responsibility, that task to take the good news of the kingdom of God around the world. That is what we are reading in Matthew 28, verse 19. So I just wanted to jump that people may understand, everybody in the world, white, black, we are descendants. We are one people from one man, Corono. That is why I think this problem of tribalism, ethnicism, racism must not be used in politics. That is why I consider those people who think there is any tribe or another tribe superior to another, I think that is ignorance. Let us talk when Jesus came. When Jesus came, he abolished all the law because the human being failed to accomplish the Mosaic law. That is why Jesus removed all by giving his sacrifice, giving his blood, and introduce a New Testament talking about his kingdom. It is not talking again about the kingdom of Israel. We talk in the New Testament about the kingdom of Jesus. That is why when they killed Jesus, they talked about introducing the kingdom of God and abolish the priesthood or the temple practice systems. So I don't want to talk about religious this moment, but I would like to introduce and to say those people who are using ethnicism in politics, they are ignorant. That is what I can say. They are ignorant about the people who are occupying the world. So that is why I would like to describe some people who are talking about tribalism, Bantu, Nilotics, or others, conflict. Those are nonsense. I think we have to focus what really we need as human beings. What American need, what a European need, what an Asiatic need, what is an Australian need, what is an African need. What what we need, it is not those conflicts, ethnism. What we need now is to have a good life, to have food security, free education, lodgement, free health care, communication, transport, technology. That is what we are need. We don't need those conflicts. We don't need those disturbance, those racism ideology, those tribalism ideology. What we need, it is to be in peace and to build, to renovate, or to be restored on the good plan we are reading in Genesis chapter 2, verse 15. Because when God created the human being, it was about put him to dominate, to take care, to transform, to give a better life to human beings in earth. But because the human disobeyed, what we are living in today, it is the consequences because we have disobeyed to God. So after Jesus, we see the nation of Israel that God sent his son to abolish what they failed to accomplish. They reject Jesus because they don't like the priest system, the system of temple. That time become easily not about a God matter, but it was about business, running a business. That is even nowadays, many religions, it is not about God who is the matter, but is about the business. When the Catholic Roman Empire introduced the Catholicism in the world, it was not about the God matter. It was the expansion of the Roman Empire. When the British introduced the Anglican Church, it was not about it was not about the business of the matter who God, if God is the matter. It was not God matter. It was only what we can say, the establishment and the extension of the British Empire. If we arrive to our brothers also, Islam, it was not the expansion, the walls they have that. It was not a God matter, but it was the expansion of the Arabic Empire. That is why many people are fighting without even knowing why they are fighting. Because as human beings, we don't need to fight. God gave a free choice. You can choose how to obey God, and you can obey and reject. Only the problem will be the consequences. You can't control your choice, but you will not control the consequences. So that is why, my brothers, white people, black people, Asiatic people, we don't have any reason to fight each other. So that is why I say I was hearing someone who is talking about the World War, that even if the Rwanda and the Congo has accepted to be together in peace, so they have to send armies from different countries to go to fight Kagame, to go to fight in Congo, introducing that bad ideology, genocidal ideology that is in Congo or in a great region. It happened a war between a Bantu and Nilotics. I think that is a stupid idea, because we are brothers from Noah. We are descendants from Noah. So that is why we have to handle that issue in that way. So imagine the two blocks can fight. Those they are calling Bantu and others calling, I don't know, Nilotic. You know, sometimes you don't know even which part we are coming from, because it is a story from many years. 2,000 years already, adding other 2,000 years from Jesus to up to now. It is almost a story of 4,000 years. Imagine the descendants, the mixage, everything that have happened from that period up to now. My friend, don't be led by ignorance. Don't be led by lies that has been told to us many years ago. So I told you, when you see different religions in the world, they are not there for that it's God who is the matter, but it is really, they use God, they use those stories written in the Bible, written in different books of different religions, just to satisfy the political, economic ambitions. Because if you enter in that, really you will not find that those words impact positively the world. It is a negative impact everywhere. So we are brothers, we are friends, we are African, we are human beings. I have what we need. It is to focus on what we need really: security, food, the education, free healthcare, free movement, free visa, free one passport. That is what we are need. That is what we can fight for. Someone who wants to prevent that to access for those rights. What we can say, the two rights, human rights. So I would like to conclude this overview of what happened by saying to our fellows Africans that we are all friends, we are all brothers and sisters. Don't develop any ideology to confront African to go to fight in Congo. That will not be a true choice. So I would like to conclude that don't please make blogs in Congo. What the Congolese need, what the Rwandans need, what the Burundian needs, what the Ugandan needs. We need to be united. We need to be one thing and fight for the development of Africa. Because with the conflicts, with the wars, we can't talk about development anyway. We can't ask the accountability to our leaders. That is why those people who are preaching, who are who are promote conflicts, I think they have to stop. What we need, it is peace. So we need to encourage that agreement, and that can be the good way to continue talking without going towards. Even the ideology we have about Pan-Africanism, sometimes there are things we need to use. We need power with force, because all people are not understand this, the good things to be to fight for Pan-Africanism. Because there are some presidents, for example, African leaders, that they have just take a part of the Africa, and it is an affair of their families. It's not about the interest, the profit of the nation, but the profit of their families. So those people will not encourage those ideology of Pan-Africanism. So other thing we can say, we have, if we consider the army of Rwanda, the army of Uganda, and if we get a disciplined army, they all combatant, the whole army in Congo, I think we can develop our army that can respond to all the problems of conflict on the soil of Africa. And when we don't use force, sometimes we can't reach whatever we want to reach. I think this ideology of Pan-Africanism can't be accomplished only because we are talking, we are going in conferences or everywhere. Sometimes it needs to destroy the opposition to that ideology. And I know well, if you have followed very well, President Kagame, President Museveni, even President Tshisekedi, maybe if he's not manipulated by bad people who don't want a peace in the region, I think there are people who are very good talking about Pan-Africanism. So with the power, the force, the wind they manifested in the wars, the conflict in DRC, I think we can get a good army who can bring, who can stabilize the whole Africa. So that is what I wanted to talk today. I think we will continue to talk about these issues. Please share. Please share with people. Please like, so this message can go so far and impacted many nations. And goodbye.